Well, I just pulled up this movie anyway. I'm just basically though I found a recurring theme in the Back to the Future, this movie, Timerider, Lynn, Lyle, Swann, whatever, and then the Time After Time movie. In every one of these movies, there's the woman in the movie basically forces herself on the man. It's I don't understand it. In this movie, she actually holds him at gunpoint and makes him rape her. I mean, I don't even understand the point of it. And then in the next movie I'm going to show you is Time After Time, and in that movie, the guy's like really shy, and he's like, "Are you sure that I'm not being bad or whatever?" And she's like, "Please, I'm practically raping you or whatever." And then in Back to the Future, when he goes back to 1955, his mom falls in love with him, with Marty or whatever, and she throws herself at him throughout the whole movie. So just kind of weird. They all have the November 5th date, and then they have a woman throwing themselves at the man. Also, there's a couple more things I didn't point out with this movie. Um, was After they get done having sex or whatever, she finds out that he can read, and she's like, "I have 3 books," so she makes him read one of her 3 books, and it's a Mark Twain book. It's that very first one he wrote. I can't remember, something about a frogs or whatever. Not gonna pull it up, but he reads it, and I just find that interesting because every time there's time travel stuff, it seems like Mark Twain always pops up somewhere in the mix. So kind of weird that they read Mark Twain in this movie. You got Mark Twain has that new documentary movie about him called 88 Days in the Motherlode. He lived in San Francisco. Oh, there's just all kinds of stuff with Mark Twain. And I guess the last thing I was going to say was this guy right here, the main character in this movie, Time Raider. I just watched a mini series or a movie called 10.5, and it's about these giant earthquakes that happen on the West Coast. It knocks over the Space Needle, and it destroys San Francisco pretty much, knocks down the Golden Gate Bridge. But that guy actually plays this Nolan guy, and he's what's it say here? The FEMA director. But what happens in the movie is they have to go down and put nukes in the ground to like secure or block the fault line or something like that, so it doesn't make the earthquake worse. But he actually dies putting in the last one. So just pointing that out, I guess. I've been doing a bunch of stuff about San Francisco, and I watched this movie, 10.5, about earthquakes and whatnot, and that guy is actually in it. He dies. He putting in a nuclear bomb in the ground. So just found that kind of interesting. And he's also Joe Dirt's dad. So